Hello, people of God. This is my Jacob's Way TV, and I'm Dupi Dupi Singer. This is episode 81, 8 and 1. I told you earlier that the Lord said, do not borrow, do not position yourself for help, and do not beg. Do not position yourself for help, do not beg, do not borrow. Do not borrow. I always try to remember this. If you ask me, did I keep the rules? Once in a while, I I I didn't, but I tried. I tried very hard. So one day, I was going to the prayer place for the Wednesday prayer meeting, and I had only 200 naira on me. 200 naira. There was one man that used to come and see me. He was becoming mentally, something is wrong, was beginning to be wrong with his mental state. And he will come and will stay with me. He will talk whatever rubbish he wants to talk, but he will always ask for money. And I used to give him 200 naira. So I said to myself, this man will come and look for me today, and he's going to ask for 200 naira. So, and I had only 200 naira. That would not have been a problem. I could come back home without any problem. There was petrol in my car. But I was afraid that, you know, if something had happened on the way, what if something happens on the way? Let me hold an extra cash. So I sought for where I could borrow money because I didn't have money. And I took the money from the housekeeping allowance that my husband just gave me. I think I took 2,000 naira. And I lifted it up and said, Lord, I'm borrowing this money. And the Spirit of the Lord told me, but I asked him not to borrow. I still argued with him. I said, well, this is from the house. Lord, don't worry. When I come back and I don't have any issue with the money, if I have not spent the money, I'll return it. Of course, the Lord did not argue with me. So I went to the prayer place. We did our prayer meeting and I drove back home safely. The man came, the man that I was anticipating, he came. And like usual, I gave him the last 200 naira note that was in my hand. I came back home safely. I didn't have to use the 2,000 naira. And I returned it into the envelope. I didn't think anything of it. I came downstairs, sat in front of TV, and I was watching whatever I was watching. Then my husband came home with two guys. It was already night. This must have been around 8 p.m. He came back home with two guys that were strangers. And he came to the place where I was watching TV after sitting them in the other sitting room. He said to me, do you see these two guys that have come? I said, yes. Who are they? He said he was almost home and there was a little hold up. The traffic just refused to move. And while everybody was struggling to have the way, he didn't know what happened. He hit the lights of this boy's car and the lights broke. It was a Mercedes-Benz car. And he said they came to him very respectfully. They prostrated and said, Daddy, our daddy will kill us. He just panic-beated this car and he just bought the lights. So my husband asked, he said he couldn't fault them because they were quite respectful and they were pleading with him. It is broken, we are going to be in trouble. So my husband asked him, how much are the lights or is the light? And they said 40,000 naira. He said he didn't have 40,000 naira with him. So he begged them. He said, please, my house is not too far away. He gave them his complimentary card. He said, in case you are afraid that I will abscond, come to my house. Once you know my house, you know I can no more run away. So he brought them home. And he tried to go and search in the room if he could find cash to give to them that night. I was sorry for him. But then, as he went upstairs to look for the money, the Holy Spirit returned to me and he said to me, "Whose light did you break on your way to the prayer place and on your way back?" It took me time before I understood what he was saying. I said, "No one's light." He said, "But you borrowed 2,000 naira. If you had broken somebody's light, brake light or whatever, would 2,000 naira have solved the problem?" I said, "No, Lord." He said, "But you trusted in your 2,000 naira." I kept quiet. He said, "Well, let me ask you. If you were the one that broke the lights of this boy, where would you find 40,000 naira?" I tried hard to think. As at that time, everybody had deserted me. Nobody would have lifted up a finger to help me. I've had people say, she thinks she can sit in the bush and do whatever she wills, and we will run around and we will give her money. No, we will not. So people were deliberate in not even trying to be generous towards me. The Lord asked me, think very hard. Who can you call that will give you 40,000? And I said to the Lord, nobody except you graciously come to my aid. And he said to me, but you disregarded my commandment. You disrespected me. You disobeyed me. You took 2,000 naira out. I said, Lord, I am sorry. I apologized very profusely and I was quite penitent. And he said to me, I just want to teach you one lesson. And the lesson is that my people really do not believe in me. They don't trust in me. They rather trust in money. He says it is money that his people trust in. It is not in him. He said, you have just demonstrated that. While you were going to take the 2,000 naira, I had reminded you that I asked you not to borrow. You argued it out. And you didn't believe that I was able to keep you. He said to me, if I am not with you, you will go out and get into trouble. And then who will you call? And he now said, there are some people who trust so much in their money that if they had 500,000 naira, they will be so arrogant. On the road, they will I mean, if the person gets into an accident and it is so bad, you might discover that even his 500,000 naira will not solve all the problems, because he might have to take the person he has hit to the hospital. He himself might have to go to the hospital, and the car or the two cars will still have to be fixed. He probably will, at the end of the day, have spent like 750,000 naira, 250,000 above what he thought he had that made him proud. And then he said to me, you remember that Jesus Christ said, you cannot serve two masters. You either love one or you hate one. You cannot serve God and mammon. He said, that's the lesson I want to teach you. And that was why this happened. I apologized again. I was still in front of the TV, but I wasn't listening to what the TV was saying. The Lord and I were having a conversation. After my spirit gave me witness that the Lord had pardoned me, I now made a plea. I said, Father, can I ask something from you? And he said, what is it? I said, please don't let my husband spend all that 40,000 naira. There must be something you can do that will make this bill either reduce or go completely away. By the next day, my husband got to the office. He had mentioned the matter to one of his colleagues there. And that one said, let's go to the market together. And by the time they got to the market, they were able to buy the broken light for only 10,000 naira. And God saved him from paying the whole of the 40,000 naira. You see, our Father is good all the time. He wants to teach us. He wants to reward us. He's kind to the one that repents and is kinder to the one who obeys. This is my Jacob's Way TV. I'm Dupi Dupi singer. Dupi Dupi singer. I love my name. Please subscribe, share, and comment. We rest long time. Long time thereafter. The Lord was teaching me this issue of money. He kept telling me so many things. People trust more in money than trust in Him. People have more faith in money. It's when people have a lot of money, they think God is with them. When they don't have money, they think God is not with them. So He is not money. And money is an idol. You have to keep the idol away if you want to have a good relationship with Him. In fact, He taught me to say, do not pray to me, Father, provide money for me to buy that thing. He said it's an insult. You have brought money between Him and you. So I said to the Lord, what do you want me to say? He said, just say to the Lord, give me a car. Then He, God, will know how to get the car to you. I hope you have learned one or two things. Thank you for watching. My Jacob's Way TV. Bye-bye.